Welcome to the video. I'll be going over the Amazon Basics 8-sheet high security microcut shredder. I was lucky enough to pick this up for 50 Canadian dollars from a seller on Kijiji. You wouldn't be able to tell it was used considering how well it works, aside from a tiny issue and a few blemishes around the item. And so in this video, we'll be getting into the product details and a few tests to gauge the limits of its shredding capabilities. All that and more after a quick message from the sponsor of today's video, Quntis. This is the Quntis Smart Charger and Lightning Cable set. It's one of the many charging kits they have on their Amazon page. This particular one comes with a single wall adapter that supports 2 inputs and comes with 2 lightning cables as well. Each lightning cable is about 2 meters long, and the wall adapter also supports up to 12 watts of total charging output. If you are interested in this product, you can visit their Amazon listing from the link in the description below. Also, be sure to check out their other products as they do sell a wide variety of other items as well. Let's first begin by going around the general exterior of the paper shredder itself. Starting from the top view, we were given a switch with 4 primary operations to select from. Its current position at 0 keeps it turned off. If you slide it to 1, also called the auto mode, it remains on standby and only starts spinning when something is inserted. The one after that is the forward position, which performs continuous spinning, and the final one is the reverse option, which continuously spins the blades in the opposite direction. Previously, I mentioned a tiny issue with this paper shredder, which happens to be with the auto function. It's no different from the forward function, as the sensor inside is continuously detecting paper even when nothing has been inserted. If we move to the left side of the switch, we are given 5 indicators. The first one lets you know when the bin is full, the next one lets you know when the door is open, the center indicator lets you know if it's overloaded, or you may have to reverse out the inserted paper. Next to that is the overheating indicator, which also informs you to wait 30 minutes before you start shredding again if it does overheat. And lastly is the power indicator, to let you know if it has been turned on. Below the indicator lights, we have the paper insert section, which also takes credit cards as mentioned above. Below that, we have a specific slot for CDs, and if we go even lower, we have a list of a few items to avoid entering, such as your hand, metallic tools, a tie, an aerosol can, just to name a few. Overall, the top part of the shredder is very intuitive, as the controls, indicators, and inserts are easily spotted and understood. Moving on to the rest of the paper shredder, starting with the front section, we have the pull-out basket. It's simple to take out, it holds up to 4 gallons, and it's easy to dispose of the contents inside. It also has a panel on the bin, so you can get an idea of the amount of paper inside. This way you can empty out the bin ahead of time before the sensor lets you know it's full, since when it gets to that point, it's a bit difficult to deal with. At the back of the paper shredder, we have a couple of vents and a non-removable power cord built into the system. There's nothing much else to see, especially on the sides. If you are interested in the dimensions, here they are. The last thing I'll bring up is the wheels at the bottom. They help move the machine very well, which is much better than picking up the entire thing, as the weight distribution is uneven. However, if you're not interested in using the wheels, you can simply take them off. We will now perform a few tests by inserting several different items into the paper shredder, and the name of each item will be presented on the screen. I'll also set my phone nearby with the sound meter app to get an idea of the decibel range when it's going through all the shredding. So without further ado, let's begin the test. The Amazon Basics 8-sheet microcut shredder is more than capable of its 8-sheet shredding capacity. We've seen it go through 9 sheets of plain printer paper and over 12 layers of flyers, which are notably much thinner. However, I personally do not recommend shredding more than 8 sheets at a time, as it may cause unnecessary strain on the machine, which may lead to many problems and a shorter lifespan down the lane. Another thing to consider is the loudness when using the device. As we've seen, the decibels range from the 50s all the way up to the 70s at certain moments. In all honesty, I'm not sure how accurate these decibel readings are, but the main takeaway is that it's a very loud machine when in use. The device is considered around a P5 level security, as its name claims it to be a micro cut shredder, and having seen the size of the cuts, it seems to be fairly accurate. The pieces are very small, making it very reassuring that this document will likely never be put back together. As for shredding CDs, a simple strip cutter is used to ruin the disc, which as far as I know is enough to make the data on the disc unrecoverable. That is going to be it for this review. Thanks again to Quntis for making this video possible. Links to their product page will be in the description below. I'll also include a link to this paper shredder if you guys are interested. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you all in the next video. But before I end it off, the Amazon listing of this product claims a 5-minute continuous runtime. I've stacked up a small bundle of papers over the past couple of months. Let's find out if it's actually able to keep up.